go, sir.
All right, welcome everyone to our June monthly meeting. We'll get started here at 4:33. Brian was able to send the minutes before he left for vacation. Did everybody have a chance to review the minutes for May? I did. Have his motion from Dave or Jim?
I'll second.
Second, all right. We will approve the minutes for May. We have no public or guest input today. Some special news. Rich, 2 days ago, or was it yesterday? Either yesterday or 2 days ago, sent the 5-year master plan. It is official. He sent it in 3 different formats. He has one in a PDF format, one in a Word format, one with a appendix and one without. The
one that I had printed for everyone was
out.
with.
Oh, it's with, okay, well, yeah, I guess that due by the size, yes, that probably is correct. Because I think the one with everything was like 250 plus pages.
I had 10 printed,
Okay,
because I'm giving one to commissioners as well.
okay, good. All right, so I would ask if some point in time, if you could kind of review it, digest it, maybe come up some conclusions or some action plans out of that. Has some pretty good information on what he's ranked kind of high, medium, low for each kind of park. You may agree, disagree. Unfortunately, a lot of it, I have not read it, like sat down and like at it and read it. I've gone through it,
Same way.
but there's a lot of parking lot stuff in there of being ADA compliant that we're not quite there yet, adding some spaces in different places. There's even a lot of that on there. So if you get a chance to review it, and then it definitely has some thoughts on what we should do and how we should go. So the master plan is here. Any questions about that? He did, like I say, he sent that out via email in all kinds of different formats. One of the things that I forgot to put on here, and I'm just going to do it right now, is I'd like to look at the parks budget for 2027.
So I broke it down. This is the simplest form. I broke it down. This is even simpler than what the commissioners get, but it's all the pertinent information you need.
I'm going to read off. Can I do something here, Rick? Rich? He had sent an email to all of us. Some of you may not have seen it. Assuming, Rich, that you were show a little, if any, increases on the expense side of the cost of an increase in payroll, the master plan points to and calls for an increase in man hours for the amount of acreage we have to cover. Is this the time to address this? We don't know, you know.
Well, from what I've been told, don't ask for no more hours, period. Also put a 2% in for our employees.
One of the things that he mentioned, and I actually had that written down on my little sheet when I was looking at things, is the gas and fuel cost.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't bump that up at all.
No. If you look at, I don't have it on this sheet, but I have what we're using right now. We're not even halfway there.
Which one is it, Rick?
Oh, you have it.
Yeah, I got it.
That's account number 27,000.
Yep, 27,000. To date, we've only used 20,000. We still have 20,844 left.
You mean to tell me even with the gas increases and as much as we've been
Well, we
mowing?
pay a set price.
Yeah, we got a set price on that.
So, but
you know,
that's also one less truck.
but when they encumbered that gas, was that when? When's the last time they bought gas?
This was up until a week ago.
Okay, so you're not, if things go to heck in a handbag here in the next couple months and prices get up to $5, $6 and they have to go out and buy more gas, our cost isn't going to be more?
Well, it will, but what I'm saying is, we're halfway through the year and we'll only use $9,000.
Okay,
And again, that's,
but that's $9,000 on what, how much per gallon? So when you
I
go-
took that into account, but the thing is, we're not even halfway. If we were halfway in June, I'd be worried.
Okay, I just want to make sure because what we paid for it.
A third.
So like if you went to go get gas, maybe I don't understand how our process works. If you have to go get gas for our machinery, how do you pay for it?
With credit card.
And so it's drawn off our account.
Mhm.
Your credit card or the county's credit card?
So we have to get our gas at Circle K.
Yes, because we have, I'm sure you
And
have
we
an
have a
account.
card for each truck and one for our diesel, one for our cans. That all comes out of that same account.
So when you filled up technically last week, you were already paying the $6 for diesel
Mhm.
and the $4.55 for gas or whatever. It's not there now, but
Yep.
so, and even with those prices,
If I was below 20,000, I would have added 3%.
okay,
But
So
we're over 20,000 left. We're only a third of what we've used.
okay.
And we are adding a truck, but I don't think, I just honestly think what we have is enough. We had a lot left over last year, but then again, they estimated.
Okay,
And
so,
they let you carry over.
No, we did not let us carry that out.
so
Couldn't cover that.
No, not that.
even with a spike of,
No,
even if we have a spike in
okay.
gas prices, you feel like this would cover something would happen in 2027 where you're paying that. We're literally paying $6.
Well,
A gallon.
if it comes to that, then I'd have to go to them and say, listen, hey, gas prices went up.
And we won't be the only ones, obviously.
No.
No, we wouldn't be the only
And the
ones.
tax relief is gonna, well, it's set to expire here coming up.
True. That also has been helping us a little bit as well. So
We're the lowest
they
in the
extended
nation.
they extended it to the end of July or end of June, I think. Okay, and then one of the things I also thought about too, and you mentioned this as an issue at Dunn, was the irrigation system. Adam said that you had another one that you're repairing again.
30 years old.
That's what I'm saying. And we did we do any increases at all? Because if it's 30 years old, we
It's
keep
com-
repairing it.
It's there, it's in, repair.
That's
maintenance.
in-house repairs is 2%.
Repair, it's in repair, that'll be out, come out of repair and maintenance.
Repair and maintenance, okay. And you didn't increase that at all?
No,
I mean, is that a potential for, I mean, we have it covered this year, but if we continue to have
to
failures,
redo the whole irrigation would be hundreds of $1,000s.
right,
Part of the problem is we're not getting our breaks in the middle of the field. It's all on the sidelines. We've tried to stop the traffic going up and down the sidelines. Cause it always breaks right there by where our valve covers are. So we're running over, and it's mowing too. We gotta be careful when we mow too, to try to go over it, not on it. And that's where some of the breaks are coming.
Okay.
So we've tried to limit the traffic going up and down those lines. So,
I mean, I don't know if they can be replaced a field at a time. That's why I'm wondering if, you know, you should start increasing the budget, start doing it
the
one at a
problem
time.
is, when would you do it?
Well, I guess that's a pay me now or pay me later approach.
Absolutely.
Because if it fails catastrophically, you're gonna have to shut down anyway, a field. So do you shut it down early on with the hopes that maybe you might have something middle on?
I have the money in repair and maintenance to do probably one field, what we need to do.
Well, the other thing of it is, everybody keeps talking about turf. So if you go to turf, that changes the irrigation system, right?
Well, we'll never have it at $1 million.
Well, I'm just saying,
We'll get to that in a minute, but
Did
Yeah.
we find out what the city paid for Lincoln?
1.6,
For how many?
6.
Okay.
I got a quote in for 774. That's it.
and you're right. if we went with turf, it would change the whole aspect of our
Depends how
irrigation.
dynamic. So how much money do you want to spend on putting in
So,
new irrigation
so
system
part of my pitch for that is.
if you're gonna put turf in?
We're charging $155 a field per day right now. $150, sorry.
I don't see us ever putting in field turf, to be honest with you, at that price.
Well, Lincoln's charging $250 a field.
See, you just, so far as I'm concerned, when you do that, I don't know how these teams can afford to come and play.
That's what
I,
yeah,
you know, to be quite honest with you,
It's getting bigger, not smaller.
yeah.
right. I don't know. I just, my concern is, we've talked about in past meetings about how bad the irrigation system is. So if we can't afford to do turf, or if we do turf, you include that in your turf budget as far as,
So the 774 and the 934 that we've got in is to reroute the irrigation as well.
okay. But that reroute, but is that new?
No, it wouldn't be new. Like I said, if we stopped running over stuff, we would have less problems. But it also, so if you think about the ball diamond, right? Our irrigations run in fair territory between the fences and the foul lines, okay? Well, now the ones that come into the field, those we rerouted just to the outfield. So it will be less to replace. I
Right.
don't think we need to replace the lines in the outfield. We need to replace the ones on the lines, which, like you said, if we did one field at a time and try to do one and then do one and then do the next one and blah, 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 keep going. We have the money for that.
I mean, I don't know. This is the reason we're talking about a budget. We've talked about how bad the irrigation.
It's not as
system
bad
is.
as people are saying. If we stopped running over stuff, we wouldn't have as much problems.
Okay, well, I guess we have to
Who's
make that.
we,
Everyone.
or the employees?
Hmm?
Why aren't they educated to the fact they can't run over?
Every one of them's been talked to about it.
Get rid of them if they can't keep running over.
Is the valve cover that's being run over, that's outside the fields or inside the fields?
It's between the fence and the foul
So it's inside the field itself.
line. Correct.
So you really can't put a.
Around that. You have to mow over it, not on it.
So just don't run your tire over it.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Cause all the breaks are happening within 3
Wait.
feet of those columns.
We're talking budget and I'm bringing a suggestion that we increase the irrigation system budget if it's a problem. You're saying you don't think it's as much a problem as maybe it can be. But if we did have catastrophic failure, we wouldn't be able to cover it. At one field.
One field, yes.
Okay.
So from a budget standpoint, do we maybe hurt ourselves a little bit by not asking for dollars up front? And then when things hit, it's a big lump sum that we're having to ask for. Does that make sense?
Yeah, my conundrum with with
You
irrigation,
don't
I think.
wanna
we
ask
need-
for money you don't need. I mean, you absolutely do not wanna ask for money you don't need, because then they will remember, I mean,
I know, and part of my pitch to the council is going along with what you said, we have never, ever asked for more money.
now, one of the things I've asked, and anyone who's listened to county council has heard me say, maybe, I've been there, I don't know, 19 months now, probably every month. That I'd like to see it, the entire county get into a position where we are budgeting for future repairs. Like at some point, we know there is a lifespan for everything and budgeting for that so that we know the life expectancy on whatever it is 10 years. We've set aside enough money that in 10 years, we have the money to replace it. We're not there yet. So, I mean, but.
But how do we, I know what you're saying, but I'll use an example of something as simple as a truck.
Right.
Lifespan of a truck is 10 to 12 years.
Yeah.
Right, for what the miles that we put on.
Right.
So you're saying, what you're saying, how I take it is we should be putting $5,000 aside each year. How do you do that? You can't encumber it.
See,
If I put 5,000 in this year's budget, how do I encumber that to make it 10,000 and then 15 and 20?
You don't encumber it. You just account for it. You still put it in like here, whatever, but you start bucketing so that
But how do you bucket it?
you just earmark it.
Can you do that?
They won't let us encumber anything that we don't have a contract.
She's not saying encumber, but
I'm not saying encumber. I'm not saying encumber.
so if I put $5,000 in the budget this year for something we want to do in 10, how do I take that money and put it in?
We're not there yet.
Okay,
We're
that,
not
Okay.
there yet. But I
Okay.
would like to see us get there, because just like any other household,
That makes
like
sense.
you have a household account for repairs, et cetera, or savings. Everything kind of gets put in rainy day fund, which is fine. But it would be nice, like rainy day fund looks like it's a lot bigger than what it is, but if you start taking into consideration large repairs, then it dwindles
really
really,
quick.
really fast.
So you're saying each department should probably have a rainy day fund?
Okay. Over
In
time.
layman terms.
Yeah, not for small stuff, but like, yeah, like, you know, you're gonna
Irrigation,
have.
turf,
I
whatever.
don't disagree with you, but I've been on this board for over 23 years. And I've done the budget by myself for several years.
Yeah.
I had to beg, plead, and borrow to get money from county council,
Oh, I know.
okay?
Yeah,
And, well, why don't you do this? Or get grant money for that. So I know what you're talking about, but I can't encumber anything, never could unless I got a contract for it.
have a
But
contract.
And they
that's-
had
but
to
you're-
watch- and
but
now
she's
they're
saying that's where she's trying to get them to go to so that we can build I get that, that makes sense.
Rich and I worked together on this at the end of the year. How much have we spent and how much have we got? Find something to spend it on or get me a contract and then I can encumber it. Other than that, it goes back to the general fund and we've lost what we asked for that year to be able to use to repair things.
I understand,
Okay,
I understand. This isn't
this is what you're wanting in the future.
I would just like to see us as a
Yeah.
county have a plan for.
Good
how we're
luck
gonna
on,
pay for
good luck
things.
on that.
I think it's a great idea though.
Yeah, it's a great idea, but good luck on that.
Real good idea.
It's big.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I won't disagree with you.
I had
No,
someone
it's
come,
fine.
I had someone come to look at the irrigation that's outside the box to give us an estimate.
We were having a budget discussion,
No,
and so
it's a great question.
it's one of the things that,
Wait a minute, let me ask another question while we're talking about this. You gotta present this to the council or commissioners on
When
Monday.
I'm done here tonight, whatever you guys decide, I have to go back upstairs and fill out 5 forms and turn it in. I got permission to turn it in tonight because it's due today.
Oh,
But I wanted to get your guys' input before we,
But is it going into the county
commissioners.
commissioners?
yeah. the
County
commission.
commissioners have to see it before we give it to council.
We'll talk to the commissioners and
That's
they
the way
just
the
like
new
us to
system
explain to line by line and all that, so.
So nothing on this addendum per se is on this. Right?
Well, I don't know what you're, yes, none of that is in there except for the 25 that I kind of kept in building. That's really what we need to talk about. Is this sheet right here with the red on it?
It doesn't, theirs doesn't have red.
Oh, yours don't have red on it.
okay, so before we move on to the red in the budget discussion, we need to kind of say, move forward with this, correct?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't, you've answered the gas question. I guess you've answered the irrigation part. Once again, not knowing your budgeting expenses to the, like line item by line item, I assume you know what you need and what you don't need. So, of course, to be honest with you, everything I hear and everything I hear budgetarily about all kinds of other places, expenses have gone up. There's no way, it's hard to flatline a budget.
Well,
And
I
the fact that we,
also was trying to keep it without adding anything here. I wanted to keep it as around 2% as possible through for.
you're being asked to do that, I get that.
Right.
And so if that's the case, and we have no other choice, we gotta move on with the budget. So I make a motion that we proceed with this,
No,
Park department
you-
budget?
You need to go over this first.
oh, okay.
But one thing that we don't see here is we see a flat budget, but we don't see what the actual expense was for 2025 to know if
True.
maybe he had allotted enough for if our actual went up. So,
So I'll give you an
If there might be
example,
some baked
repair and
in.
maintenance, we had a ton of money left over last year.
yeah,
And I moved it around and
Yeah.
we were able to
and
spend it.
you can move some of that around,
Yes.
which does help you.
Right, so like, for instance, and I'll answer a question later, we talked about the new gator.
Yeah.
I can't spend any of that money yet because it's in my fours until we get Heflin going. Cause all that money, I have to help the commissioners pay for that project.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about this potential budgets for 2027,
Yeah.
so we can kind of keep moving. Dave got to be somewhere at 5:30. We got to continue our quorums. So it looks like to me, if you read, there's 7 items that you have identified as some potential budgets. Now, we'll start off with number 1. I talked a big game the other day about, man, I'm gonna go seek a grant. Well, I went to look at the grant requirements. First of all, the minimum grant award amount is $250,000.
All said and done, it'll probably be that when it's all said and done.
But the requirements that I have to have this done by is June 30th.
But also, we're talking about 27. We're not talking about doing it in 26.
Well, this is for 2027.
Okay, so the one you're going, that's not the way you're email
Grants
is.
due in less than 30 days.
Yeah, and some of the
A
requirements,
lot for writing,
Oh.
short.
the way that some of the things that they're asking you to do, site stuff, they want you to have a
So also,
public meeting.
yeah.
All these different things, there's no way that I can have this done by, so. When I saw this about looking for a grant, 50/50 grant, that is not going to happen in 2027. I can't, there's no way I don't think I physically could do it
But
if
a
I
goal
spent
for
all my
28
time
is a
on
great
it.
goal.
Can it go to 28?
Well, do we have a choice? Cause we can't do it without a grant.
Well,
What we have will work for another year,
What we have is,
a bucket.
with the house around it,
it's been that way for,
very long time.
Okay, so it's been that way,
It's
so.
an improvement from what it was 5 years ago.
True.
He said.
Yeah.
So-
So let's make it a goal to do it for,
We've got to look for it to be physically done.
in 20.
No, here's the problem. Thought about a grant. But why waste all your time on doing a grant when you don't even have a 5-year master plan? And I didn't know at one point if that was gonna be real feasible until yesterday. And now I can, but now it's less than,
And-
it's 26
And the
days.
great thing is, I won't change my budget, close your ears. I kept 25,000 in there to offset what we were gonna take out of non-reverting that we all kind of decided on for that project. But here's the thing, if we start on that early and we get it going, get permission to do it, which we got permission from, finally from the lawyer, our attorney. He gave us permission to go after it, but he asked about the funding. Well, obviously, we can't do it now, but we can, it's
But
still gonna be the same grant in 28.
I know the parameters now. We can start working on that ahead of time to answer because all the things that you have to have all that in
I'll
You have to have all that
your eyes gotta be
information.
dotted, I know.
before they accept. So that's a
I had a
goal.
good trainer.
That's a goal to have to shoot for 2028.
I will say finding the grant and knowing what's out there and available is half the battle. So the fact that you've identified it
Right.
is very helpful.
And it literally is right up and you read the grant, it specifically it's almost like it was custom written for us as far as some of the things that the grants can do. This grant can
And the
do.
great thing is with our 5-year plan, did you know the Anderson Falls is our most visited park?
Yeah.
Our second was Visitor Park, sorry.
Yeah, Dunn's number one, Anderson Falls number two.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize that.
Right.
So that's a plug.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I know you want to be second, but.
We'll get there.
All right, all
She's
right.
like, she likes goals.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
So,
We got
okay,
something to shoot for.
Yes, that's number one.
so we can't, that's not possible.
So we're gonna do that at 28. That's our goal. It's a good goal. Okay, flag poles. All our flag poles except for Halflands don't even work anymore. They're shot.
Yeah.
Installed less than $5,000 per park. I say we do 3 this year, 3 next year, 3, and I have that budgeted.
Is it in this yet?
Yes,
Okay,
Where is it at in this?
it's in, repair and maintenance,
Okay.
36,000.
36,000.
um. Okay. How can I state this without making it sound like I'm being anti-American or anti-USA? I realize it's very important to have a flagpole. But one of the things that bothers me about flagpoles is the fact that the flag flies in the weather, the rain, the wind, the storm, it's not lighted, which it's
It's gotta
supposed to
be,
be.
if it's up
Well,
at
It
night,
has
it's
to
gotta
be
be.
lighted,
It
Has to be
has to
lighted.
be lit.
If it's up at night, it has to be lit.
Okay,
and it has to be replaced as soon as it becomes
Yes.
tattered.
and
And are we
that's,
doing that?
exactly, so
We
that's,
only have one that works.
well,
This is
you
an
just,
add-on.
you just came in and said, I don't know when we're ever gonna catch up. I can't see it running out and lowering a flag, cause it's tattered, being done.
I think we need one and done.
I 100% believe we should have flagpoles and a flag and a lighted flag. But I worry about that being on social media, reading, look at the condition of the flag at this park. Look how terrible that is. They don't do anything.
I'm gonna segue with that. Gentleman called me, about 2 weeks ago. The flagpole area that we had it done was dedicated to his grandfather.
Yes.
And the flag's gone. The dedication plaque is knocked over because somebody hit it with a car. And he asked what we intended to do about that. And I said, give me a week, call me back. And, we'll let you know what our game plan is. Yeah, actually, that's pretty good. I know.
What I'm getting at is-
I'm trying to make little of, the flag either, but
So I already decided where I would put the flagpole. As you come in the main gate, it's done between the picnic table and the parking lot, put it there, and that way there's already a security light right there.
Yeah.
and see, I guess my point is, with or without the flag, they're noticing anyway.
Do you play a national anthem before the start of a tournament?
The big events, they like to do that. We don't have a sound system to do it, so it's hard to do it
Yeah,
our
it
place,
is.
but.
Cause I feel like if we play the net, we have to have it, like
Oh,
minimum,
absolutely,
yeah.
But we have to have it at
Every park.
I agree, that's why we're talking about this. I'm just.
I mean, for anyone that's watching this meeting, it's not that I don't want a flag and a flagpole. Please don't feel this way.
Mr. Columbus.
It's
will get
just
you tomorrow.
my biggest concern is when I go to some place that has a flag that hasn't been maintained, they have no light, it looks like it's been in World War II at Iwo Jima. I don't want it to come to that situation
The
either.
reason I say done would be perfect is because one, it's kind of our base, we're coming in and coming out every day, we'll see the flag. Some of these parks, we might go once a week.
So why don't we make sure that Dunn has a nice flag with a nice
Home.
setup, it's lit, and the
Heflin.
flag should be in place. if
Heflin's
it's
good for now.
And Heflin, the others, I don't know that they need them.
Fair enough.
I don't think they do either. I think we need to concentrate on Heflin and Dunn.
So could you transfer some of the fund, some of that $11,000 and go ahead and take care of the basketball goals or whatever it is?
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out there, because it fits the dollar amount. If there's something more pressing, you
Well,
guys are the experts.
one of the things in the master plan is we had a lot of ADA compliancy issues with our parking lots.
Yeah.
I was surprised that came up. Like one was adding a space, one was relining and a lot of signage and different, if anything, and if you went back, the way he prioritized that, every one of those things was a high comment.
Yeah.
So if
Was it-
anything,
Was they talk about, I didn't read that part yet, I haven't got that
Yeah.
far. Was it slope too?
there was slope too in some areas, yes. So, yeah,
If
it's,
something's high that we can knock out early and so that we're making progress on that. And if you can tie it back to the 5-year plan.
The netting, what are you talking about netting?
So,
The overtop netting?
yeah, like Dunn is like one of the worst parks for foul balls.
I
Not-
totally
not-
agree.
Not the worst, but it's pretty bad. We talked about, netting around the concession stand from like the end of the dugouts back. Which is the worst part.
We do not want a situation like Edinburgh.
In your, I was gonna ask you in your experience, because you were, and Adam too, both of you guys. When you guys, if you go to Evansville or you're running a tournament in Seymour, wherever it is, or what is the situations about, I mean, to me, when I go to a ball diamond, I assume risk with balls flying around from foul balls.
But we don't
Or
wanna have-
wild throws, whatever it might be, I just assume the risk. But what is the actual risk to the
We have
county?
signs at Dunn now.
Yeah, we have signs everywhere.
Edinburgh did not have signs.
So, but netting would be something that could probably, at least our fans in the stands, correct?
Right.
I think that would be, and I've been there enough times to know that every game, heads up, and people are looking every which way, and that happens. The one time I came at them, I think that happened like 5 times in an hour that I was there, just in an hour. I think that is a needed item. Once again, though, I go to too many parks where that's been done, and then they've got holes in the nets, and it isn't up yet, or the upkeep's not there.
I've shared
So-
some pictures with him, places where Bailey's played, where they have this,
Yeah,
different ideas of how they do it.
okay.
She was at a park in Georgia where they did a real good job of how they put it around the concession stand and further down, with the diamonds, and their diamonds were kind of spread out too. And then a place up in South Bend, she
One-
did as well.
One question I had, and I have this later on, because I'm talking about done as an overall. You know, the shade things that they have, that's on a pole, it looks like it kind of looks like, it's not a sail, but it's kind of like
Yeah,
a thing that looks like this.
like I have it in music parks.
Yeah, if that was mounted behind the bleachers,
You
Huh?
look at some of those. didn't
Yeah,
you?
if those were mounted behind the bleachers and overhang, now, that's not gonna help the people that park their, that are down the line in their lawn chairs, but the
Well,
people,
what we're talking about wouldn't help the people down the lines anyway.
well, right. But if you had, instead of the net, if you had those things that were over the bleachers, would that stop a foul ball from coming down? Or would it tear it?
Yeah, but you're talking about this when we need this.
Okay. But whatever it
That's
is,
the only reason we didn't follow through with it, because we're like,
The
because
sidewalk.
to be honest with you, we don't even use bleachers hardly.
so if you take the $11,000, that we were gonna do, well, we're only gonna do 2 flagpoles, I guess.
One.
Oh, that's right, just one, because Heavens already has one. So that's gonna give you what,
10,000, right?
$8,000 approximately?
Yeah,
But you're saying it's gonna cost you $30,000 to do nets?
that was the quote I got. Was it 2-3 years ago, Adam? I think it was.
When we were looking at
They
that
won
other
that.
stuff as well.
Now,
Yeah, it's been a minute.
I have talked to Lucas Fencing, he's willing to give us a price on it, and he's always cheaper than everyone else.
I would like to see that done. I think that'd be a value add to the park, and I think it's a safety issue as well.
Okay.
It would make me feel comfortable just because just know it goes on. And it may not solve all of our problems, but it would be a big step to fixing an issue there that's been that way forever. Like I said, you do assume a risk when you go in that park, but old ladies or old men that aren't really paying attention or they don't hear the heads up, that's a huge issue. Any more for me, that's an issue for me, is I don't hear either, so, I don't know how we're gonna pay for that, but if we go through these other items, once again, every basketball goal gets torn down. It gets ripped off the rim. You have it, I guess it's nice to have, but do you do it? I don't know. Who goes and plays basketball at these county parks when they can go anywhere else to
We
play
took the one
basketball?
done, because with the pickleball there, that's where it was at, right over by there.
Seemed like nobody really used it either.
I don't see a need, cause they just get torn up anyway.
This is stuff that was pulled out of the 5-year plan.
Right.
Yeah.
The 2 campsites with upgraded ADA accessibility, where are those at?
We have to pick 2 sites to
Okay,
make them more accessible.
So typically the two closest to like the shower house or the,
Well, they're all about the same distance, or it's pretty far.
so what does that mean to a campsite?
Essentially, we gotta extend the pads out with
Okay.
with concrete for accessibility.
Okay,
So you can get into them.
And to be honest with you, the 15, depending on how much I do have to bring it up, because we haven't picked the site yet. We were just talking about this the other day. We think it's gonna be like 15, 16, somewhere in there, which essentially is, near the road going back up.
okay.
So it's gonna be in the middle.
So to me, this isn't a budget item. It is a budget item, but this isn't like we really need to have, we want this. This is
No, we have.
we
No,
have to have this.
We have to have it.
So this needs to be done.
So at 15, when we measure it out, and I have not measured it out, I'll be honest, is having somebody else do it. If it's just doing a 48-inch sidewalk, we'll frame it and do it ourselves. Just be the cost of the concrete.
Okay, well, I guess we need to find out.
Yeah, I haven't got that far yet.
Okay.
what, but you have to turn this in tonight.
Mhm.
Put it in.
That's not that comes back on the county if someone has an issue. We have to do.
Yeah, it's on our agenda to do this fall. We've already talked about it. I just have to measure it out and see what kind of.
So put it in there.
Is it in here?
It'll be this year's money.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
This
okay,
year's money.
I'm looking at it wrong.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah.
I'm with you.
And the only reason I put
And
it
you
in,
have it,
I wanna do it this year.
okay,
So I think I have enough money to do it this year. I'm almost positive.
out of your budgeted money
Correct.
that you can move around, not
Yeah.
non-reverting.
Right.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
So that
50,
takes care of that.
50 amp upgrade at the campsite.
Okay, here's my idea on 50 amp upgrade. We had a wonderful conversation with Duke. Finally got Duke to show up. That was a nightmare.
Missing my friend.
Yes, I miss your friend. Got him to show up. The guy that came was wonderful. So the 3 questions we had for him was the 200. That's pretty much already, we're good to go on that. The 50 amp upgrade. I just got, Tony just sent me the, feet that we need from essentially 15 is right?
Yeah.
From 15 to site 1, what the distance is, because they're just gonna upgrade the, transformer there, because it'd be the cheapest way to do it, and then bore all the way down. My thought is,
Can I stop you real quick? The
sure,
reason we're 50 amp surface is because when I pull in my RV, my modern 2019 RV, it's got a microwave and a TV and a
2 air
heater. And
conditioners.
so 20 amp cannot run everything that's on there.
Right now, but yes, correct.
Okay, I think it's important to state that,
Well,
because some
absolutely.
people don't want to use, okay, you have 20 amp service, well, why do you need 50? How, and I was gonna ask, I know you haven't been on site for very long, but has people said, man, I can't do when they camp?
They'll come in and say, where's your 50 amp? Or they'll say, I have a pigtail to reduce down to 30, and they can go to the 30 amp.
It doesn't blow,
It doesn't blow. My camper's a 50 amp camper.
so just about every camper that rolls in there probably is
The
a
new ones are 50.
50 amp. So it's, once again, is it a requirement? No. Is it almost a necessity because of everybody we service there? Yes.
Okay, so
Sorry.
now, the third question I asked him
Okay.
was, so we had to get an easement for them to drop the lines to do our selective harvest that we've had on hold.
Yes.
We're good to go there. He said that's not a problem. We can drop your lines. We do that selective harvest this winter
Pay for it.
to pay for it.
we should be able to pull some pretty nice wood out of there.
Well, Cora's seen some of the trees up there, we're talking high dollar trees, black walnut.
We just gotta make sure that
We've
We get
talked
that
about
money.
that 2 or 3 years.
Yep.
Why hasn't something been done?
Because of the steps we had to take to do it,
What steps?
we have to get an easement from the commissioners to drop all the lines.
Yeah.
Cause, so
Power lines are in the way.
the power lines are in the way coming in. That's where most of the black walnut is.
Okay.
And he found some more black walnut too when we did the search. And it was a gentleman that Cora recommended, and Dan McGluckin.
Yes, great.
He's a great guy. One thing that the commissioners didn't wanna do is, quote me if I'm wrong on this, Cora, I think it was 5% he got. But he wouldn't,
I don't know what it is, right?
it was like 5% to do it and 10%
10%.
to take all the lines out too.
Oh, yeah, cause he
Um,
does invasive species.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
So,
Well,
So are you looking at doing that this year too?
I'm looking to do it this winter, cause they do it in the winter.
Yes.
So would it be on 26 winter or 27 winter?
Be 26 to 27. So, but this will be, I'm saying is, so what they'll do is they'll do that in the winter, through the winter, because the woods, so they can ship it out farther when it's cold. And we're not camping.
So the income from the wood would go to non-reverting, and then you would use non-reverting to pay for the 50 amps. Am I following this correctly? Okay,
In a nutshell,
okay.
in a nutshell.
Because I was like, okay,
so we have a potential to pay up for a large chunk of this 50 amp service if we can do this abstraction of our lumber.
Yep.
All right, well, then
I'm
that's
just looking
to
for ways to pay for
to
it.
be determined, I guess, but it sounds like to me, I mean, do we know the cost of what they're saying it's gonna cost? Well, you've got $70,000 down. That's what they're saying?
It's gonna be at least 70,000.
And how much, do we have an estimate of how much the wood?
More than that.
Okay, well, let's just, yeah. Okay. Batting cages is done. I know every park you go to has them. Now, we go back a few years ago and someone wanted to do batting cages at Rock Creek and we were told, no, it's a liability issue.
By the commissioners.
Because, but there was a reason, because it was at the elementary school.
Okay,
That's a different ballgame.
all right.
pardon.
Actually, the batting cages would be more of a safety thing.
Yeah, cause I see all the nets and the people hitting off tees and the ball goes past the net and this, that, and the other. Yes, it is to me, it's a value add to the park because every park has those. Do we limit ourselves to 2? You know, there are a lot of teams, but,
Two this year, 2 next year, you don't have to do it all at
and then
once.
space wise, where do these go?
We've
Isn't
mapped
it
out,
full?
the 2 we already know what we're gonna put down,
But he's
between 3 and 4.
Between 3 and 4? Okay.
We already have the line down on the ground, so they won't make the holes, and it's just essentially, and I
I
actually
don't-
have turf to put in it.
Okay, when we say install a 2-lane batting cage, is that in-house install or is that somebody installing it for us?
That's installed, that price is installed.
By someone?
Mhm.
I don't have a problem with that one either. It's, once again, it's our revenue park. It just, you know, we gotta be able to keep people there if it's a service. And I don't know if you can rent those out at an extra time. I don't know if anybody ever really rent them out, but
Why not?
We can cage it in and put a token in,
Right.
like Lincoln.
Quarter in.
And another thing.
Yeah, the how,
It helps with, the grass as well.
Yeah, help keeps them off the
Because
grass.
when they want to hit on the grass, you got, you know, a dozen kids standing in the same spot, so we can all.
so if you have a game at 9 o'clock and you have all 4 diamonds going, that's 8 teams, but only 2 lanes. So what are the other 6 gonna do?
They'll go out in the outfield.
They'll have to go down until we can
Okay,
get.
so then you gotta fight on who's gonna use that's what I'm getting at is, do you limit yourself to 2?
Well, I mean, they do this at, Grand Park, they got, 36 fields, and they don't have 36 fields worth of batting cages.
Okay,
You get there first, you get to use batting.
all right. Or you,
I think it'll come in real handy for the league.
okay, well, I'm all for it. I just don't know, can we afford it? That's, I mean, you know what I mean?
the 25 that I have in for the bathrooms, that I kept in there, I didn't take any out, we can use it for that.
Okay, so to wrap this all up,
I can move it too.
we have decided there's at least, I'm counting number 3, number 5, and number 7 as immediate action items. Because we can't determine number 6 because we don't know until we have the deforestation going on.
Right.
To know where we're gonna be at,
Correct.
so.
But we don't need anything in budget to move on number 6 when the time comes.
Correct. But what do you need to do for us to say, we need to incorporate 3, 5, and 7 into our budget for?
I'm sorry, what about number 2? You wanted to do done only on number 2, right?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
I put that down 5,000.
Okay,
She said it was already in the repair.
And I know
Okay.
we said Heflin's flagpole was okay. Is the flag in good shape?
Yes.
Okay.
okay.
So
How do I,
we want 2,
2,
3,
3, 5, and 7?
5, 7. Steve, I think, and some of this I could take care of out of this year's budget.
Okay, so you're,
If you have money in this year's budget,
I'm gonna use it.
okay.
I ain't giving you no money back.
okay, so how do I proceed with you moving forward to tonight? I would like to make a motion that we move forward with the 2027 proposed budget with items 2, 3, 5, and 7 to be included in 2027's budget.
I second that motion.
Do I have I guess got a second? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Proceed with that, Rich. Is that good?
Well, some of it's actually happening in 26's budget.
Well, true.
Sort out what you need.
I'll figure it out. I'll have to go upstairs and figure it
Between
out.
ask for in 27, the
I
difference
gotta
that
go
you need
figure
to
out what I
make.
can do this year to alleviate putting in.
We've got money in certain areas here we can use this year.
You doing the Kim Bennett thing? You hoard money.
Huh?
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
All right, let's plow
Thank you
through.
for your, thank you for
I'm
your
kidding.
input, everyone.
You talk about the flag. I called a business here in Columbus one day. I won't tell you who it is because it rubs some people the wrong way. I said, you got to change that flag. I was in service. I said, it's ridiculous.
Exactly. That's what bothers me too.
And guess what?
Fix it.
Next week it's done.
And that's what
I
fries
will
me.
tell you, I'll tell you privately.
All right. All right, let's go through
I
some,
need that back.
let's
You're
go
not
through some staff reporting. We have Adam Fish here from Dunn Stadium. Adam, how's it hanging out there at Dunn?
Pretty good. Month of May was really good for us. We did almost 30,000 in concessions. 29,815 for May of 2026. That's up 68% over last year. We had much better weather this
Better
way
weather,
than we
yeah.
did last year.
Didn't feel like it.
Yeah, there are times it was kind of chilly, wasn't it?
And rainy.
And we did, what did we lose? We lost a week in the rain, I think. We
Memorial
only
Yeah,
had
you
like-
did.
1.5.
Yeah, and we still had the pretty good numbers. Year to date, we're at 50,393.
Can I interrupt you real quick? Do
Go
you
ahead.
think, obviously you're selling more concessions, but do you think you're more efficient and more moving people through more because of the upgrades we did to the concession stand?
Yeah, that's definitely a plus right there. It's more functional than it was before, and we can keep more stuff in there. We've added new items.
Okay, well, there you go.
We found us a little pizza oven on Amazon for $170, and pizza we haven't got the hang of yet, trying to get it right, but we're selling like 60 pounds of French fries every weekend now. So,
Okay, good. All right, well, that's good.
and that
So-
and the director's schedules. The directors do a good job of scheduling their games to keep people in the park.
Okay.
That helps too. So,
Good, all right.
year to date, we're a little over 50,000, 50,393. We're up 19,000 over last year at this time, 65.5% increase. And we got a full schedule between now and the end of July.
Keep trucking.
So it's moving right along.
Any questions for Adam? Thank you, Adam. That sounds like a great thing we're hearing there.
More this kind of weather. That's what
Yes, we're working for it, yeah. Any questions for Adam? Buffy's here. Suki somehow's on a cruise. I'm not sure.
Business cruise.
Okay, all right. I was like, wait a minute now. So, Suki, is not here, but Buffy, Heflin Park, feel free to tell us what you think.
It's doing really well. The weather's killed us here lately. We're like at 6,900 so far. I mean, it's not bad with what weather we've had. We've had shutdown
Yeah.
due to the flooding. So, but people starting to pile in now. I had 10 sites left last weekend. Hopefully this weekend they'll be full. Rich and I have talked about the Nationals coming to town. So I've had numerous calls on them wanting sites.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take care of those, and I've had a few calls this weekend about I think there's a state tournament or something somewhere, and people's coming in as well.
Okay, good. One of the things that I think that we are battling by some of the instant messages I get on our Heflin Facebook page and our county Facebook page is I can tell by the way they ask and how they state things that they've done this in the past. So can we do it now? Of all kinds of things. Hey, I want a tent camp on Tuesday and Thursday, or Tuesday and Wednesday. That I was told that we could the last time I asked, but now I'm asking, they said I can't. Why is that? So we are also battling years of not following to the rules. And so we're still playing catch up with people on here's how you do it and here's how you don't. I had to tell someone, and I stated it. We are a first come, first served camp. You may have had a different experience in the past, but this is the way it's supposed to be. And so we're
If we're not
still,
gonna follow the rules, there's no need to have them.
right, so we're
And
still,
we know what happens when we let people tent camp
right,
whenever they want to.
right. So we're still battling past experiences, trying to get people ramped up to where we want it to be. So we're still, like I say, you're dealing with that. I've been dealing with it at least 6 times in the last week of different things, especially because the weather's broke now. And so people want to start doing stuff. And so, they're getting no's that they've not heard before.
How
So
many tent campsites do we have?
3,
3.
and it's right when you come in. And those have been closed.
How come we're not using out in the medium out there? The medium.
We've never had. Well, one of the things is we can't increase our campsite. We're already in violation anyway.
Violation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Because of the septic.
Septic.
the septic.
that's the reason we gotta do all this work with the septic up there, is because the septic is not adequate.
And that's not from us. That's from the state that
That's
came
from the
down
state.
and
I
jacked us.
understand.
So,
My problem is I'm too old.
no.
I used to go behind a tree.
Well, you probably wouldn't shower. You probably wouldn't shower behind a tree, and that's part of it too.
Shower anywhere.
Well, yeah, I guess.
I didn't know you were supposed to shower when you went camping.
You just drop them and jump in the water, wouldn't you?
Got
That's what that river's for, right?
A gentleman approached me yesterday that's down there. He has 2 weeks to be up the 6th. And he said, I want to pay for the rest of the year. And I said, no, sir, you can't. You got to be pulled out for 7 days. Well, I didn't do that last year. I said,
Yeah.
new year.
See, we're just fighting it. So, Buffy, is there anything else?
Only thing I ask, I've talked to Rich about it, is I would like to have the one-way sign put back up coming in. It's too congested when we have a bunch of children down there. These guys has bought me the little people to sit on the side of the road. I don't know how many people I've told if they're gonna speed, they don't come back to the park. I mean, I bet I have 50 to 60 kids, if not more.
Hmm.
So with it.
You mean camping there?
Camping.
Okay, yeah.
That's not people just coming in using a playground, people coming in fishing.
Yeah.
So, I just would like it to be back to one way coming in instead of being so congested going.
Is that
both
feasible?
ways.
Supposed to be one way going down.
Yeah, that's what I've always thought it was.
Yeah.
Well, they, couple of years, 3-4 years ago, Lisa took that out.
Just took the sign down, so everybody thinks it's
No, it's, put it back up. Somebody get it taken care of.
I'll get a new one.
'Cause it's gotta be-
I can't find it either.
Is it 10-mile-an-hour
Turkey
speed
saw one
limit?
in the
Yeah,
garage.
yeah.
Oh, right.
That up?
The speed limit signs are up.
But one way is supposed to be, it's been that way forever.
Yeah. Absolutely.
They took the signs down a number of years ago, but I didn't even know it.
They go up, they'll
It took
come
me
in,
years to
go
figure it
all
out.
Said
around.
we're just
Right now, they're trying to.
one block at a time. Eventually we'll
Okay.
get a strong foundation, but we are building a foundation again. Yeah, we are. We are retraining our customers
Yep.
for sure.
And thank you
Buffy?
for putting some
Yes.
parameters in place.
Yes,
You know what the rules are?
yes.
And if you follow them, we'll back you to the hill.
Well, I'm following them. I've trespassed 3 already this year. I called a gentleman, beside the truck last weekend and, there was kids everywhere and I said, sir, you need to go. Don't return.
Is the officers real responsive when you call them?
Absolutely.
Okay, because if not,
They know the direction.
Absolutely, yeah. And I had one say, it was, pretty rough the past couple years, and I said, I don't want it this year. Well,
No.
I've had him down there
we're
one
not gonna put
time.
up that nonsense.
And, I'm up by the shower house, so I can watch who goes in the shower. I know who's down there camping, who's not. I walked in one night and I said, park staff. There was nobody there. It was after we opened. Gentleman said, yeah. And I said, what are you doing? You camping? No, I'm showering. I said, okay. I said, you got about 2 minutes to get out. He said, well, I do it all the time. And I said, you won't do it this year. And he said, well, you can come here and wash my back. And I
Yeah.
said, hold that thought.
boy.
Hold that thought.
Oh, boy.
And I called and they.
The
trespassed him.
officer will be here in a little bit to
Yeah,
wash your back.
Yeah, yeah.
And they would rather you nip it in the bud before it gets out
Yeah.
of control.
Exactly. I don't
anyway,
want
because
it.
That makes, I mean,
Like I said, we're
We're
being,
learning.
we're learning and you're getting the end result of that, but once people start being retrained, they'll figure it out real quick.
Absolutely.
And
I
they
agree.
see action with words.
Absolutely.
Words are one thing, actions are a whole other situation. All right. Anything else for Buffy? Thank you for your service up there. We appreciate it. Cora's
Great,
here.
great job last Wednesday too.
Thank you.
And she did have a goose rescued.
Yep.
I mean, we tried to catch it ourselves.
No, I'm still mad at you, Suki.
No, you're not. No, you're
Yeah,
not.
because
No.
I
Have
sent
we had a
videos
goose?
of
No.
them.
We have a goose that's got a fishing
Nope.
lure in the bottom of its foot.
Oh, boy.
I mean, it's a big one too, so
Yeah.
they nabbed it and
Got
figured it out.
Take a look at it.
goose
Cora-
wranglers.
Cora wants me to
We
call them
have
out.
32 babies.
Yep.
Oh, not a
Down
goose.
there.
Yeah.
I got my garden in. I'm ready.
Cora's here. Anything else for Buffy? Thank you, Buffy.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, I don't really have too much to report. County fairs in a couple of weeks. Keep in mind that our office completely moves to the fairgrounds and will be closed at the office building. Our phone reroutes out there and everything. So if anybody needs to get a hold of any of us, we will be still reachable and working, but we will be at the county fair. Sure. Huh?
I mean,
So we will be there for 2 weeks. That's like my main thing that's gonna be going on that our office is dealing with right now. So I'm kind of helping out with all of those activities right now. So
did you hire a secretary?
she started on Monday. So we have a brand new smiling face in our office and we're looking forward to having an extra set of hands at the fair.
Good. And she informed me, or you didn't?
What?
She informed me that she doesn't know her status yet as far
Right.
as the reorganization goes.
Right, so Purdue Extension reorganization plan still in progress. We should know more by the end of June, but to be determined.
Good.
We'll get with you first part of the week.
Anything else for Cora?
You're busy tomorrow. I'm busy tomorrow.
Nothing for Cora? All right, let's go to our board member input. You're first.
I don't have anything major to add. We will, county council meeting, I think is getting moved. Did you get notification? From the 8th to the 15th, so we won't meet Monday.
Before, Dave, are you ready to leave?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna skip to the end here. Just a reminder to everybody, before he leaves, no park board meeting on July 3rd, which is a Thursday.
Right.
We've moved that to Thursday, July 9th.
And I will not be in attendance.
You will not be in attendance, okay?
Yeah, I
I
thought,
can zoom in.
we already established that.
We did, I just wanna make sure.
Yeah,
some people-
I got it.
Huh?
Not if you're on vacation.
He's not.
Well, I am, but
You're going to Evansville?
no, well, it's here this year.
We're
I'll be
here.
here in town.
Sold it back.
That's that week I'm gone every year.
I don't really have anything, the money's starting to roll in, I haven't, I haven't processed it and turned it into, the treasurer yet, but I mean, I got my statement today
Okay.
and I operate off of that and I'll get that taken care of and then Adam give me a deposit tonight, so I'll get that all in the next week or two. I mean, it's there, it's not going anywhere. The encumbered money we had last year, we're at what, 260?
260.
Yeah, so we're in good shape.
So we can buy some pizzas and stuff.
Kim,
Flagpole.
$16,500 we used in non-reverting last year.
We pulled out of
How
non.
much should we put in it?
Almost 50.
Okay, good.
Okay, we have, Jim is with us.
I hate to leave, but I gotta run. I
I
got.
understand.
Thank you.
Everything's fine.
You're good. We have no Chuck, we have no Brian.
Oh, thank you.
We don't have to vote on anything else, do we?
Well, I'm gonna talk about something, but we don't have to vote on tonight.
The park deal with that you're talking about. with the-
Reservation thing,
Huh?
the reservation thing.
I got some issues with that. It's cost inhibitive, I think, to the, well, but we're gonna pass it on.
Yeah.
So that's one thing, and I think we need to do a full board discussion on that before we go to anything like that.
I'm gonna get it out there
Okay,
and then we can,
well, I saw it. I got a
As
copy
you
of it.
leave, someone's forum,
Huh?
they can't vote on anything.
I know, but I'm just saying, what I was looking at is the cost that it's gonna cost to the individual, which we're gonna pass on, which raises the price to the families coming in. See what I'm saying? That's one of my concerns. And we gotta determine, is it a necessary feature that would it advance us? Or is it just a convenience? See what I mean?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
all right.
Taking papers?
Can I blast, Rick, can I blast through my stuff and then we can
I already got
fill
all
in?
this, don't I?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, take it anyway.
So I did have a sit-down meeting with a company called Park With Us. It is
I didn't have an opinion on
That's right.
it is an online reservation system for Heflin Park. We can enter all of our parks in it. You can pull it up. You can reserve it. You can put parameters on there. For example, we can only do 2 weeks at a time. They can only reserve it for 2 weeks at a time. They are incorporated with a company called Stripe, which is Stripe is just like Square, except for it's called Stripe. They can pay for their camps online. Money would go direct into our account. They no longer have to deal with any kind of money transactions at the park. It'll all be done ahead of time. The back end, we can put in all kinds, we can take pictures of every one of the campsites. They can pull up the campsite, look at a picture. We can put in there what the max rig size that you can have in there. Shows if it's electricity, water only, primitive.
I mean, I'm sorry for interrupting,
No.
but how do you look at other companies that do the same thing?
I have.
I chose this one. I did research. I chose this one because it was essentially no cost to us. And that was a big deal for us. Also, it's web-based, cloud-based. We do not have to have internet technically. We don't have to have server. We don't have to have somebody managing it. It's pretty easy on the back end to figure stuff out and do. You have the ability to reserve the sites and the shelter houses. And there's a section on there when you reserve the camp, do you want firewood? You click on firewood. I can have that added in there. Yes, there is a fee that goes along with that. We could choose to eat the fee, which is perfectly fine. We would not have to pass that on to the customer. The striped fee can be split to where you could reduce the cost some. Between 5 and 6% for a transaction fee to reserve the camp. So if it's a $60, if they stay there 2 weeks with electricity and water, or stay there for the site, it's based off, so they stay there for 2 weeks. I don't know what 2 weeks at $30 a night. Their
Is that what it is for?
$400.
So their transaction fee would be the 5 or 6% that we would agree upon. That we could eat or can be passed along to the end user. Then it's reserved, they see it, they can mark it as such. Then if they reserve it from the sixth or the fifth tomorrow to the 12th or whatever, they go down there and put at the fifth, when they get that reservation, they can put a sign, says this has been reserved, so forth and so on, end of story. When the person comes to reserve, they already see that campsite number 1, number 5 is already taken, you can't reserve it because it's already locked in the system that says that, you can't get it, so you have to pick another one or you don't come, or I guess you can come. And if someone shows up, if someone just shows up, they don't know about our system, which eventually, at first they won't, they can enter a manual reservation and put it in the system, and then it secures them for the period of time, and they can pay it at that point in time.
How many campsites do you have total?
36.
That's a lot.
2 primitive, or 3 primitive, some with electric only, some with water and electric, and you can separate those all out.
My question to you, what if Roy Schroeder wants to come up and he has a flip phone because he doesn't do technology?
He can go to them
Well, that's
and
all,
they can
that's what I'm
redo
asking,
it,
that's what I'm asking.
or call.
Yeah.
The only problem with calling is when you take a credit card over the phone, you have exposure because the number has been transferred, so we have liability. What does your bookkeeping look like now? When someone comes in, are you using QuickBooks? What are you using?
We are just using a spreadsheet and then we use our Square on the tablet when they come in and they use card.
Everything goes through the Square
Square.
system,
Right.
and at the end of the month, they send me a report and I pay taxes
So
off.
you're not using any accounting software or anything?
No.
Would this replace your spreadsheet?
It could.
Does it give them?
Stripe has, the system has a reporting feature in it that can show all the different things, especially if you incorporate Stripe.
So all in, it's 6%, that covers both the Park Now.
The Park with Us and the Stripe fee averaged, I asked, with the 2 combined, about 9%.
9%, and then we gotta pay taxes off the top dollar stuff too.
If you guys want to move forward, I would recommend increasing the campsite rent to cover the Park with Us and then make it optional to pay via credit card or.
Even if we went to $35 a night,
Does that?
we're still pretty lower than everybody else.
Right, so that's what I'm saying, like, because then they could still, can they not opt to pay with cash?
They could pay with cash as a manual transaction at the park site.
So it's no different than what we're doing now, except for the reservation.
Right. The only thing we're doing the same type of thing, except for now, we're giving people the ability to reserve a campsite. And we can, if, for example, we shut the park down, they can go and click off every one of those campsites. Nobody can reserve it.
Can we still do it from a tablet, or do we need to use?
It's everything. You can do it from a phone. It's web-based. It's, if you have access to a browser, you can reserve the site.
Cause our tablet right now has its own service.
Yes, so they can go to that web, once we have, I'm
It's
sure,
browser-based.
it's browser-based, so anybody that has a computer or a phone or anything can access it, they maintain it on their end. They will provide,
Cause Square has the same thing.
they have a reservation system?
But is it specific for parks?
Yes. So our accounts through First Financial, no offense,
Oh, I know.
but that's just the county's that way. So anyway, I talked to them over there, they had 3 different options. At the end of the day, we're gonna lose like 12 or 14% total. And I was like, well, if we just do it the way we're doing it now, we're not losing anything.
Do you pass on the cost of the Square cost if they pay by card? Do they pay?
No, we eat that.
Oh,
We could very easily, like I said, we need to be, this does several things for us, just like the Square does. But this takes it a step further. We become even more organized and have the ability for people to lock in a spot that I don't have to get a text that says, we need to figure out a better way besides reserving this spot by using a chair.
And this reservation, well, not this one particularly, but reservation is how people camp. They don't want to pull in and the whole campground be full and have to leave because they don't know that it's full.
I just don't know how in the world that's ever worked in the beginning, especially when it becomes busy. How many people pulled in and said, well,
Oh, yeah,
And then where do they go? Because
And-
every other campground's pre-booked 6 months ago, so.
Well,
they
that's
don't
what we
have
ran into
anybody-
for the Nationals, for example, for the softball Nationals.
Yeah.
I put the word out there that we had a campsite took up, well, it's kind of getting stupid now.
well, but you can't guarantee those people.
That was a problem. That's the conversation we had on the phone. I said, they can't come here and then all of a sudden not have a site. So we discussed it on the phone. I said, well, these people are coming in and they want to stay at our campsite. We gotta give them some kind of this is why I totally agree with what you're talking about, but we gotta do something. So I even told them it was $35 a night. It was my mistake, first off. But they were like, oh my God, but we gotta have it from the fifth,
6 to
the
11.
sixth to the 11th. So I told them on the phone, I said, if you prepay for the whole time at $35 a night, and it's really 30. Well, but still, it's something.
No, I'm saying like, we could easily do premium rates for premium days.
Yes.
And this has the ability to do that too.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm thinking about for the future, because I think this will get, because this organization that's coming over there is one that's really.
Part of the process, they onboard us for free. We give them the information, they create a map, they can use our Heflin campsite, our Heflin logo. They create a little map by using Google Maps or whatever they
So
have.
is this, my question is it square, essentially, is it square, Kim?
Not the same.
It's the same basis, right?
Yes.
It's similar.
I mean, so taking the cards and all that's gonna be similar, right?
It's gonna be similar. What I don't know why I'm so vocal. What I would like to know is, do they have like a video demo of what it would look like and give Buffy and Susie?
Yes,
a
I sent
chance
those all out.
So that for them to be like, does this,
I don't think I sent it to Buffy because I don't have her email, but
the ones
Susie-
who are gonna use it,
I didn't get it.
that's what I'm thinking.
I
The
looked at
ones
your
who are
email
gonna
today,
use
but I
it
didn't get
most and
no
they
video.
use it, I think you should
Didn't
have
see it on there.
Yeah.
The only other thing
Some
that I would
feedback.
say is,
I mean, cause I got people that, I mean, like somebody had.
Oh,
site
if you
for it
said
last night
yesterday, I
from
didn't get
Alabama.
anything because my
Right.
system was
You know,
down.
people that's calling and saying, hey, I need a site for this because I'm coming from New Palace, you know,
Right.
is it gonna be available on, you know, it's kind of
We
hard.
we gotta come up with something.
you have to have a reservation system. I just
Because I got
wanna
a
make
lot of
sure
out-of-towners that
this
like-
one is the one we want. Because
So-
you can get on, so all the state parks are on Reserve America, but that's not the system, that's not exclusively state park system. The Billabong Rose campground in Brown County is on there too.
Yep.
And so like county and private campgrounds can get on that system, and I don't know if it might be beneficial to at least look into being on the same system as all of those.
Suki went on and found Camping USA or something and put us out there. And you wouldn't believe the calls that we've got. Why? Well, we didn't even know you guys were there. I had no idea.
There's no.
So the
There's no marketing.
The onboarding is free and the training session that they're going to provide is free. Once the onboarding's done and they get it created, they give us a link. And we don't have to post that link until we're ready till we feel comfortable enough to use it. But then once you post the link, you're live and you go to town on it.
We can take that link and put it on our
We can
website.
put that link on our website. That link can also be attached to our website for the county as Park with Us. We're not gonna make a decision tonight. Look at Park with Us. Thanks, Cora, for being here.
I'll see you later.
Yes,
Answer me a question.
yes.
What does it take for campers to get to the fairgrounds? What does it take for a camper to go to the fairgrounds?
You have to check in.
And I think it's a little bit higher too. It's like $50 a night at the
I
fairgrounds.
don't care what the cost is, it's available.
Yeah.
For your baseball people.
Oh, yeah, they use it.
Okay, that's what I wanna make sure.
Yeah. When they're done, they'll stay over there. Cause right across the street, there's 15 sites.
Yeah,
I looked at different places. The attractive part to this was they were specifically built for parks. This particular thing is a parks-based people. She told me the owners are still there. They've only been in business for 5 years. The owners are still actively involved, and their biggest complaint was, boy, it sure would have been nice if we could have reserved this campsite to the people that are there. And their response was, we don't have a way to do it. Can't find anything that's cost effective. Because some of the stuff's very, and like the lady told me, you could go find 20 different ones, but they're very detailed. You have to have somebody know what the heck's going on a lot, and they're very expensive because they're so robust. Because she got into the part where they've got some campsites, they actually meter electricity and things. And this can do that too, but we don't need to do that. I would like to be able to move forward with this. I think it's a really neat. Another thing too, I hate to say this, but I'd also like to see us get into this system for Dunn Stadium as well.
So my question is, with doing the reservations that way online, will they accept them as of January 1? They can reserve?
You can set it however you want.
Okay.
You can
Because a
set
lot of
it,
some of them do every 6 months, you can
you
reserve.
can set it to say, okay, we're not gonna take reservations in 2027 until March 1st.
Okay.
And then set the end date to quit taking reservations on November 8th, like this year.
Okay.
You can tell it to say, okay, these
Not
are the
like
times.
hotels, like they don't.
But it's a pay up front system, right?
Yes.
Pay up front system, we mean,
When you book a reservation, you're paying for it that day.
correct.
What if we close the park?
That's why I asked that.
Is there a way for
For
them to
rebates.
go
There's
in
a way to
and
close the
just-
park because you can click on all and shut the actual campsites down.
Does it automatically rebate their card?
Now, any other
I
park,
mean, I don't know the answer to all
on
those
that one,
questions.
when it comes to that, like, Johnson County, for instance, when you reserve out there and you pay, they don't refund you. You automatically get that, those times roll over. You don't get your money back. You'll have that many days credited back to you.
I don't know the answer to that specific question. We don't close it very often. We do, obviously.
Well,
But
I
I
think in
know-
our situation, we would have to because of Mother Nature.
Right, and that would be a question I need
That's
to
the only
ask.
time we close the park.
So do me a favor, just, if you have the opportunity sometime, go look at Park With Us. Park With Us.
Oh, I got the email.
And the email I sent out, and I just forwarded it to you, Kim.
Thank you.
I sent that out on June 2nd to all. Please review the following video review and photo slide deck of the campsite reservation system software before our meeting on Thursday. The first link is the Loom, which is the video.
I didn't see the link.
There's 2 links right here.
To be honest with you, I couldn't get in our system crashed because my phone, that's what we were talking about. My phone is no good anymore. It kind of got ran over.
Good time for an apple.
Can we?
Okay, so we can't talk about that anymore. Heflin Gator update. You
For
got
what I
some,
told you, what we brought up last meeting, I thought that we're gonna wait till later in the year. The one they got now is working fairly good, so.
okay, so we're gonna stay with that. We're not buying a new one though.
At the end of the year, if I have money left, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. We've already talked about the Heflin system upgrade. We talked about the
Yeah,
Dude
so
part.
it was awarded to Reed and Sons.
Okay.
Their DLZ's working with them and us to set up a date for pre-construction meeting.
Okay.
Um,
So we are on our way then.
we're on our way.
Okay, that's all we need to say.
Yep.
It is happening.
It's happening.
Okay, good. So once we do this, that will satisfy a state
Yes.
concern.
Well, so what I have to do is I have to go back to the state and then, don't quote me on the numbers. We can only have 32 sites and we had 36 and I gotta say, hey, can you approve us for the additional sites? And then we'll be able to, now we can make more sites if we wanted to,
Okay,
if that ever came about.
well, that's good. All right. I saw something about the bylaws update that's still sitting in the lawyers.
He got it. I talked to him.
Okay. When do you think you're due delivery delivery date on your trucks?
Talked to Keith Fox late last week. Yeah, it was last week, and he has not got a delivery date because we went through municipal. So it could be
It's on
September.
fleet.
Or fleet, yes, fleet, sorry.
Okay. I've got a section here about the Anderson Falls grant. We already talked about it. It's just not feasible at this time. I can't, there's no way I can get that done.
Nope,
Not,
that's
not
fine.
even a
It's-
chance.
It's a good goal for 28.
Yeah, and I will shoot for it. Any BMX expansion update?
I finally got, the highway department down there.
Yeah.
And they like what we're doing with the drainage, and we gotta continue with that, so we're working on it.
Okay.
And it's pretty much in their hands now,
On the county,
the track,
whose hands?
the track.
Oh, the track.
Yeah.
To do what?
To start.
Oh, they can start doing it?
Cause what they need to do is gonna affect what we've got to finish.
Okay, so they know this.
John knows it, yep.
Okay, do they have a thought of when they might do start?
He didn't say.
Do they think if they're gonna do it this year or like at the end of the year season? Okay. All right, I'm gonna run through the, under Anderson Falls, I just got the pursue the grant in 2027. A lot of legwork coordination must take place for this happen to be approved. Like I said, it's-
Why is
it's
that
gonna-
$150,000
What's that?
restrooms?
Cause that's the price he gave me.
Pardon?
That's the price he gave me. That's with us doing the tear down and, removing this.
How many bids did you get?
Huh?
How many bids?
It's the only company that makes this type of bathroom.
Precast concrete.
Precast concrete block with a water and sewage in it.
Septic tank?
It's a septic tank, yeah.
Okay.
There's only one company that makes them. We reached out to several companies, and if we get in the design phase, they'll talk to them, oh, we don't do this. Oh, well, it says you, well, we don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
This is only one company.
Okay.
Okay, anything else with Anderson Falls
Mm-mm.
you think of,
Nope,
even on here?
being visited a lot. I
Okay,
pick up trash.
Azalea, anything going with Azalea?
Nope, looking good down there. We did spray the, playgrounds once. I gotta do one more. We're gonna put mulch in.
Clifford, any,
Nope, looking, cut it today.
okay. Done. And I've got on here turf,
I've got 2 bids.
but should we really concentrate on a turf upgrade? And I've got in parentheses the expense, or should we really worry about irrigation, improving the fields, dugouts, fencing?
I'll say, cause he's not here, cause it would cause a fight. He's the #1 person that runs over the irrigation.
Yeah, I figured, cause he just said it while we were here. Additional and improving restrooms, new playground, pickleball course, sport, BMX. I mean, do we need to concentrate more on that than we need to think about turf at this point?
Well, Don, don't quote me on the number. I think it was 54% most visited park of all
Yeah.
parks. 54% or 64%. I can't remember which, but it was in the survey.
I think we need more shelter houses. I think we need more shade. There's just so many things out there that need to be done if it's gonna be the well-visited park.
Well, I think playground's gotta be top of the line.
Yeah.
I have one question for you that I would like your honest opinion on. So the events that we have there, percentage wise, we use the temporary fence percentage wise for what?
98%.
Yep.
Okay. And I've said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. When I drive there, and I just drove there a week ago, and I know it's a lot of work to do, you don't have time to do it. But the grass that grows up in the outfield fences just doesn't look very good when we drive by.
Nope.
Do we need those fences?
The perimeter one, yes.
Well, yes, the perimeter one, yes, we have to have. But do we need the outfield fences?
We'll just have to do away with the 2% that we, like I said, really all it's used for is August, pretty much.
Yep.
In August, we do some
That's
slow
it.
pitch stuff. And then to be honest with you, if if we did away with that fence, I'd go back and we'd go ahead and put fences like we did on 3 and 4.
Exactly. And that would eliminate a lot of weed eating concerns that I have. I know taking the fence out would be a pain. I'm saying it's 98% we use the temporary things. And we could build more temporary fences if we had a tournament to put out along the perimeter for a 300-foot fence, right? At a heck of a lot less expense than have to repair and fix and put up new fence. And the yellow things on top and all that stuff. Food for thought, think about it. If we're not using
I
them,
think it's a
and
legitimate question.
it's also, well, we couldn't put, if you're gonna keep the fields 300 feet, I was also thinking that's places where we could put shelters and things around some of those different areas, but you're eliminating that 300 feet part. So
Well,
we could
remember I
really,
said I wanted to move the flagpole,
yes,
where the flagpole was, would be a great place for shelter.
yes. Okay, we'll get on that. E-Town, any news there?
Looking
Grammar,
good. Nope.
Heflin, are the buckets working for camp firewood?
Not this time around, it didn't. The chunks were too big.
They're gonna make them smaller. We
Yeah.
had communication.
Okay.
So, but we sold, I mean, we've sold almost that whole 6 bricks they brought in. So, I mean, it's going.
Got
Okay.
6 more coming.
All right, okay.
We only have
Construct,
somebody dumping logs up there.
I mean,
So we had a company that was bringing us mulch for our trails
yeah,
for free. And communication between the boss and his workers, they were dumping logs up there.
I mean,
Stumps.
Big, big old logs.
can you use it for camp seats up, anyway. Okay, Mount Healthy, you should be seeing construction company up there anytime. I don't know when, it should be coming
All they've
anytime.
done up there is worked on the trails.
Okay. Newton Park, anything?
Today was the first time that I've been able to mow the entire park because of flooding.
Okay.
It was, you see, it didn't listen, but I got it all mowed today finally, but it was.
it looks nice.
I'm gonna tell you what, sliding off that hill could get you.
Owen's Bend, is it open?
It is open, we mowed it today for the first time, we still have some cleanup to do down there, somebody decided we needed a bed and a couch down there, but we didn't have room in trailers.
Petersville? Rock Creek? All good?
Yeah, then we just finally today caught up on mowing.
Wayne, did we get any storm removal damage yet?
We got everything picked up except for that one west side where we gotta clean up the trees, everything else has been picked up.
And that's the people that we hire to do?
That's what we're getting, no,
That's the part that you're talking about?
we try to get as much done to lower that price.
Okay. Do we have a new sign for the park out there?
No, well, we got the old one out of there.
Okay. Are we gonna get one? Okay. Playground equipment, there was some bad things out there.
We're waiting for the highway welding truck to go out there and weld new pieces.
Okay. Is there anything that we didn't cover that you've listed here?
I lost my sheet.
I'm looking at it, it doesn't look like there's
No.
anything.
I had to put it on the sheet. I did too. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Handing them out to everybody. I need that sheet.
I don't see anything on here.
On the top
Oh,
of this list.
concrete for the pole barn?
Yeah, there you go. There was not an apple to an apple, I have an apple to an orange, we're making a change and we'll get the windscreen. We had a company email us back and she saved it over in the bids and it wasn't a bid. I make a lot of mistakes, that was yours. And we thought we had all 3 bids, we only had 2 for getting it taken care of. But the pickleball club's paid for.
So you just gotta get them the bid that you feel comfortable with, and that's what they're gonna reimburse or donate.
They're gonna donate, I still gotta run it through the commissioners. Because
It's
it's
the
still
money.
spending money, even though we're gonna donate.
Okay.
Pickleball court,
Yes, sir.
approximately how many people are you?
Oh my gosh, it's busy
I,
every day.
that 64%, I guarantee at this time next year, 78.
Last week, I drove to Southside Elementary School at about 8:45 in the morning, and this was last week, and 3/4 of it was full at 8:30 in the morning. So
There's a
it's,
group that comes in every morning, it's anywhere from 25 to 50 people.
they use it. There's no
And
doubt
they-
it was a
and you
good
know what?
service.
They're appreciative. They thank us all the time. They pick up after themselves. They, hey, you guys are empty the trash cans, keep the bathrooms tidied up. But yeah. I did add in a little extra in the operating supplies, if you saw that, for some of the more product we're using, because they're using the bathrooms.
Okay, anything else, for Rich and anything for the
Yeah,
good
'cause
of
I
the
still got
cause?
an hour's work to do.
Anything else? All right, just a quick reminder, just again, no meeting on July 3rd, which is the day before 4th of July. Our meeting is pushed back to the next Thursday, which is July 9th. Same time, same place,
I will not be.
and Rich will not be here. Any other good for the cause? All right. I make a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second? Well, we don't have. Second, time 6:03. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Never ended. We're still here.
Rich, you look nice.